Hi everyone, it's Deb here, and I had this crazy idea. I was in the mood to create, and I'm sorry, I might just go to my fan off. That's a bit quieter. I was in the mood to create, but I didn't feel like making like a layout or a project life spread. So I thought, why don't I just make a tag? So that's what I'm going to do. And then I thought, well, wouldn't it be great to make a tag from every single kit this year? So we're in March now, so I'm going to use the March kits for this tag. And then I will go back and do January and February, and possibly at the end of each month when my kit kind of starts going down and I've used the main things that I really like in the kits, I will make a tag. So all this stuff here is actually from the mixed media kits that I have received since I think it was July last year. I'm pretty sure this is all of it. And the great thing about getting the mixed media kit is that there's a lot of product like in the sprays, in the paints, the paste, and you know, the paints go a long way, distress crayons, ink pad. So I will pull from all of that if I need to. I won't be using all of it obviously. Also because we got these awesome stamps as well, they are also great to reuse over and over. So I don't know if I'll be using them because I actually don't know what direction I'm going in at the moment. All I've done is cut out a tag, and it is the largest tag size in the Tim Holtz, I don't know what it's called, tag collection, and I got that from Spotlight. So the largest tag is that the largest one? 3 1/8 by 6 1/4. That must be the size there. Yep. And I've cut that out of some thin chipboard, so I have something. It's not really thick. It's probably the same as a cereal box, but it gives me a base to work on and a little bit of sturdiness. The other thing that you could do is the packaging that some of your products come in. I cut one out from that just to show you that you could do it. Bear in mind that this has a slightly glossy finish to it, so you'd want to put some gesso to prime that before using any mediums. If you're going to use it just to cover with scrapbook paper and no mixed media, it should be fine. But yeah, if you're going to use any of this, I would use some gesso because it's a good primer and helps your medium stick. What else did I want to say? If you don't have excuse me, if you don't have a die that cuts out a tag, I will provide a printable, so you could use that as a template if you want to play along. And all my tags are making a mess here from the edges. So yeah, and I'm going to use pretty much the March kits and whatever takes my fancy from this pile of goodies and see what I come up with. And hopefully I'll keep up with it every month. Hey, you guys can keep me accountable for that. All right, let's get into it. So actually, before I get into it, there was one other thing I wanted to mention, and that was the stencils that we get. These aren't all of them, but they are great to reuse over and over again. So I may pull some stencils out that we've got from the kits, and if you don't get the mixed media kits, you could just grab something from your stash that's a similar type of thing. Stencils, if you haven't got the color paste, you could use texture paste or modeling paste. Yeah, I'm going to put my hot glue gun on. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure where I'm going, but I think I might use my hot glue gun to stick things down onto my tag, as well as some wet glue. So, and the wet glue I'll be using is just some Mod Podge, I think. I don't know. So now we're going to get into it.